Good morning. I had a memory flash. It just almost came out of my mouth. Okay, this is Lou. I've been known by a few things. And the one that was going to come out of my mouth was Lucifer. And I don't know why. It just came out. I mean, now it's came out. I'm not Lucifer by any means. But my name is Lou. And some people have called me, like I said, a few things. One was Luscious Lou. That was nice. But, days go by and then years go by and the next thing you know, you're an old fuddy-duddy. I didn't say that very good either. I was going to say something else. Anyway, it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard getting old. Having your beauty fade away. And I've already noticed it. I haven't been around people too much lately to notice it, but I've noticed it. There's a difference in how you get treated when you're old. And it is true, like one song said, they look right past you, they look right over you. You're not there. I've seen that. But I've also seen it where I am there. It's just that it is a fact. Your outside appearance has an effect on how people treat you. Whether you dress nice or whether your age is showing. Can't be beautiful forever, can we? I mean, they can say it, but to a stranger, who are you but an old person? And if you're not, I don't know what the word is I wanted to say. It wasn't really good. Anyway, it's not in their desire to help you out. I'll put it that way. Anyway, it's okay. Just hope and pray. That's another good reason for going to church, is you get to know a whole lot of people. They get to know you. You get to interact. My dad's ward, he was in there for, I guess, about 16 years or more. The ward kept changing geographical areas, but he was able to, I think, stay in one place pretty much. In other words, when a ward grows to 1,000 people, they split it and put it down to 500 people or abouts, try to put it down there. And then when it gets to 1,000 again, it splits again. So I'm sure my dad went through several splits. That just means that half your ward you don't see anymore, all those people that you knew. But nevertheless, you find out. So you have a stake. That's a geographical area too, with so many wards inside of it. And they have stake events and stuff. So you still get to see your people, just not like you would every Sunday and whatever things you guys get together and do. Like our ward, Dad's ward, was doing something really cool. I thought it was cool. And that is on Fast Sunday, we would go to church and make it through our meetings. And the meetings are only, it only takes up 2 hours of time now, whereas it used to be 3. But they would have a potluck after. And they called it Linger Longer. And that's nice, very nice. So you get to have some good food and you get to visit with the people you go to church with. Because otherwise the main thing is you're going, you might talk a little bit while you're there, and the next thing you know, you're gone because a whole nother ward's coming in. The building is being used by 3 to 4 wards. A lot of people going in and out of that building. Pretty cool. They're getting the use out of the building. It really is cool. So I'll get off of that subject. But it is Sunday, so that's a perfect subject for today. I only have a little bit of time before I'll need to go, I think. I'm supposed to have a meeting anyway. Guess what? I don't have them all in, but I got my top teeth in. So I'm going to try at least to do that. Because these wrinkles around here are just getting horrid. So I'm going to have to get on the ball. But I'm going to have to go see a dentist that works with dentures to fix the bottom. It's too sharp and it cuts into my gums, and there's no way that I'm going to intentionally put myself through pain. And I hope that they can do something about it. And I also haven't tried it yet, but I'm thinking I'm going to try this product called Cushion Grip. So it's adhesive plus a cushion, because these teeth don't have a cushion. They just give them to you hard. And I said, well, what about the soft lining? We don't do that. They didn't say that if anybody did that, but there are kits, I guess, where you can line. Denture Fit. Denture Fit. I haven't tried it yet. I've watched the commercials, and basically what they're saying is you put it in the way they show you, and it makes a lining. So I'd be interested in that. And I thought they said that you wouldn't have to do it but like every 3 or 4 months. And that you shouldn't need adhesive, but I really don't know. But I am going to try, people. I know. After 1,000 videos, I'll try to put it in my teeth. All right, so I told you it was Sunday, so it's the 8th, June 8th. Next thing you know, it'll be July. My granddaughter's getting married July 5th. I'm happy for her. I wonder how much she's getting done. It started out they were just going to like go to the justice of the peace, but then they got a little church. Anyway, the different things are adding up. I did my hair yesterday. In other words, I washed my hair yesterday, but I didn't do the other stuff. I can't remember what was going on. And then I put it on top of my head, all weirded out, and then I laid down. Anyway, the point is, it's all fluffy. I guess that's okay, to have fluffy hair. I don't know, people. I'm sure there's lots I could talk about. I saw your comment, Linda, about not burning out. It's not really necessarily not burning out, but it's just, but I mean, that is, like I said, when I started this, I just wanted to share my papers, and then I wanted to share my thoughts. I just kept on, keeping on. But, I don't know. For some reason, I've hit this place where I don't know if I have anything good to say. I know that I ramble on, and if you see my card, I love my card. And I gave some away yesterday. Where did I give them away at? I had my scans, so day before yesterday, I had my scans, and gave my card. I gave 3 cards away anyway. I can't remember exactly what the deal was. There were 2 women that were doing the check-in and check-out thingy. I gave them 1 each. but I don't remember the other person. And then yesterday we went to a thing called Lansdale Days. They live in this little town called Lansdale. That wants to poke up, don't it? And all these vendors, you know, we just walked up and down the street where they had the vendors, and she was looking for something specific. She wants a leather band. And I'm just interested in seeing what people are selling. And then I came across an author who had 3 children's books displayed and on sale. And I talked to her. We exchanged cards. And I asked her, I said, how would you feel, or is it a problem, you know, if I was to get one of your books and read it on my channel? You know, like this suggestion a long time ago, I was told that I should read children's books on here, or figure out something. I don't want to separate things. You just have to figure out by title. But my daughter is saying, why would you read a children's book on an adult channel? I hope and pray that it's all divided up and that there's not that problem, you know, because it is true, some of my stuff you need to watch out for. And then other things, you know. So I figure I should be able to do a mixture, but I don't know. But I'm not against doing that, reading children's books. And I don't know that I could do what she's done. This woman is a behavioral specialist. She works with, I'm going to say special needs kids. I'm not sure exactly if that's what it is, but it is. And it's interaction. So her books are geared to interact with the children and also teach them a moral. And they were cute, but I did not buy them. But I did get her card, so that. But she said that she'd like it. In other words, I told her, I said, it seems to me like I'd be giving you, or whoever, advertisement. You know, as long as I put the name out there and the author and all that stuff. And she said that would be great. So I'll have to think about that. I just didn't want to spend the money. And I really probably should have. I should have bought all 3 of them. Because I think what she said was they're $15 each, or 2 for $25, or 3 for $30. So you'd be getting them for $10 each. And they were excellent looking books. Something to sit down and interact, okay? Like, here's a memory that just popped up. I would read my daughter a story when she was going to bed. But I couldn't get through the story because everything in the story brought up something and we'd be talking about it. Yeah, she was young. So it was pretty cool, though, to be able to interact with your child and have them learn and be involved, engaged. So, you know, that's probably one of those regrets. I should have just went ahead and bought her books. But I didn't. And I did look at jewelry, but I really didn't find something that I'm wanting to get a necklace. I've decided that I want to have a necklace, and one that I wear all the time. So it's got to be special. I'll try that. Like I said, I won't be here very long, and I don't know what I can impart. So far, I have the top teeth in. I don't know about the bottom. I got to get that fixed. And so I'm kind of excited about that. I'll start wearing some teeth, at least the top. And of course, when I decided I wanted to do that, I can't find my glue anywhere. So we'll hope they stay in. By the time I start talking, they'll be flopping out, you know. I'm afraid that's what would happen here. But so far, so good. So the next thing that was in my head just now, love is a many splendored thing. It can be anyway, but it sure can be a pain. That rhymed, didn't it? Thing and pain. Kind of rhyme, not totally. But being alone sucks. But sometimes being with somebody sucks more. So you need to be careful out there what you do. And I'll be jumping right into that fire here before long. You never know. Could happen. And I hope and pray it's not a bad thing. I want it to be a good thing. I should do that different. Talking to myself. I have some of my ointment. I've been packaging up a little bit this morning. I left a lot of it at Nancy's house. I was lucky that I brought some. I almost put the whole thing in my suitcase, but I didn't know how that would go. So, anyway, feeling weirdness in my feet. Okay, so Sunday morning. What's the song for Sunday morning? I was going to say, Sunday morning, you sure look fine. But that's not probably the right words. First you love me. Okay, I can understand that. No wonder that's in my head. No, I don't even know part of these songs that are in my head. They just pop out and they've got words that have meanings to what I be thinking. I don't mind. First you love me. I'm going to have to look that up. Who's doing it? It's Fleetwood Mac. One thing I think you should know. But I don't know what that thing is because I haven't got it in my head. I just need to know the name of the song. I do really like Fleetwood Mac. I loved Fleetwood Mac and I loved Heart. I loved Bob Seger. His songs, some of his songs. And I was always into long hair, so I liked that too. That didn't hurt. But Bob Seger, Turn the Page. That's a good one. I know he's got a whole lot of them, but that's a good one. What else is good by him that I like? I can't think right now, but that I like that one. Talks about it's about being on the road. Being on the road all the time. I know that life a little bit. It's not a great life. Of course, I guess if you got the money for the hotels and that stuff, it makes it a lot nicer. But living on the road, going on the road, being in your camper all the time and stuff, that's got to be hard. You know, your mobile. Anyway. We'll plug them again. I love Dog Star. And I never knew their music until last year. Never knew they existed. And then the album they put out last year, I just loved it. Somewhere between the power lines. I think that's what it says. Might be a few more words to it, but that's the ones I remember. Palm trees, between the palm trees and the power lines. Good music. I really enjoyed it. They're putting out another album, I think. I haven't heard any of that music yet, but I sure did like the last one. And then I've saved their music on my a playlist, and so I've also gone to their older stuff that I didn't know anything about. And I believe some of these things that I've got downloaded, okay, they started out, I believe this. I don't have a guarantee on it. But in the beginning of this last album, the lead singer and guitar player was doing the singing. But I believe that after all that was done, they redid it, and I think Keanu was singing. Like I said, I could very well be wrong. But then you look up their older music, and he is singing. So I've been listening to it this morning. I have a long playlist that I made public, and it probably says Dog Star. It has Dog Star. And I've got 33 songs on it, okay? And some are old ones. I like the old ones, too. And I especially like listening to Keanu. So, I mean, I really enjoy Dog Star, and I enjoy it when Keanu is singing. Anyway, it's nice to have music that you like. And there's other music out there, you know, that I like too, because so romantic. Steven Sanchez, When I Found You. And then I don't know all the other names of people, you know. There's Ed somebody that did Perfect. I believe he did Perfect. That's a beautiful song. I cried to that song. Anyway, music is wonderful. It does stir up your emotions. Or it just makes you move, and I like that too. I want to move, but I also want words that make sense and are not crying in your beer drinking music. That's what I used to call Western music. Hopefully they've changed. I haven't been listening to their stuff, but you know, people just don't need to be drowning in their sorrows. And that's what happens with some of those songs. They're already down and out, and then they listen to that and they relate to that, and then, you know what I'm saying? I just got a message, so I'll have to answer that message. Let's see if I can do it over here and stay on board. Do, 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 do. I don't know the words all yet, but you'll be hearing them before long. But that's one of Dog Star's songs. It's talking about being 2,000 miles away. And she sleeps on the phone because they're talking to each other from long distances, and then she falls asleep. And then he does a different verse where it's him wanting to be together, but not together. Kind of together, but not. Okay, so what am I doing besides wiping my nose? Okay, let's talk to her. Wait a minute, that's not her. Okay, we gotta get the right person on here. All right. Do. Okay, let's see if I can go back to that. Yes, I must say, I have an adult crush on a certain fella. Okay, so I'm looking for something. What is it? I'm looking for YouTube. Okay, so I'm going to see if I can find it, but I don't know if I can find it, and I'm not sure which one it is. It's got to be an old one. Oh, I think that's it. Nobody's Home, I bet, is the name of it. Let's see. Nobody's Home. From 3 years ago. Nobody's Home. She falls asleep on the phone. Anyway, I don't want to be copyrighted, and I probably will be anyway, but maybe not, because I only did a little teeny bit. Dun, 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 dun. Anyway, it's got to be so hard. Long distance love affairs is what I'm talking about. Fantasize. You have to fantasize. So I am going to have to get off of here probably here in a minute. My time has run out. Do. Na 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 na. Okay. So I've got a few of their older songs. And I think when they're out doing their tour, they should play some of those too. I'm going to kick her little fanny. Okay. Well, listen, I do. I've got to take care of business. So I will just say, you guys noticed anything? Did I already tell you? I think I did. I already told you. So I have my upper teeth in, and it's going to help some. And I'll figure out how to get my bottoms fixed to where they don't hurt. It's just like they cut right into my gum. Like you put it down and it's slicing into it. You know, like who's going to do that? Not me. But I can wear my tops, so everything will be okay. I will look better. I just have to figure out how to use them because I'm not used to them. But you guys take care. Check out Dogstar. Just go to YouTube and put in Dogstar. There's all kinds of music there. You can choose. I don't know when we'll find out anything about their new album, but I know or actually, I don't know. I have just seen where they said they were doing that. But you can't believe everything you see online. So, there you go. Sooner or later, they should have a new album. And I hope that it's really good. Now, I know they have a song called Math. I love that song. I love that song, okay? I love the beat. I love the words. And I love the man. But anyway, tripping. Do, 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 do. I was meant to be a singer, but I don't know about in a rock and roll band. But I would love to have beautiful words to share with the world. All right, people. I'm sorry that I have to leave. I'm used to staying a lot longer, but I'll be back. I'll be back. Before you know it, take care and don't blow it. I had to say it because it rhymed. Don't make bad choices, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Try to do good. And really, it wouldn't be a bad idea for all of us to try and do a good deed every day. However small it could be. Okay? You guys take care, and I will be back pretty quick.